post snap. Stetson Bennett plants it. Podlesny nails it. Georgia leads 3-0.
Oh, hey there, darling, count on you. The road is long and I'm scared what I might find. I'll be safe with by my side. Ain't nothing out there can take it stride. I know you hold me up so I can fly.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud. You want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Touching the stars.
I be like, sunset on the beach. Take me wanna pull up on Miami when you heat. I don't know about you, but I know about me. Summertime in Florida, catch me sliding on the key, yeah. I be like,
It's not a pizza, it's a melt. And for $6.99, it's just for you.
We've heard it before. Just wait. Wait for your moment. Wait for your turn. Not today. Not here. At the University of Kentucky, we run to challenges. Here, we know the world is asking tough questions. At UK, you'll help find the answers. Here, we always get back up. Because you're part of the Big Blue Nation, a community that will support you and push you further. Wait, Wildcats don't wait. Wildcats never stop.
Our area shots today in Lexington, courtesy Goodyear. Beautiful day if you like to bundle up. Georgia's opening drive, 58 yards and 13 plays, capped by the field goal by Podlesny, who's got it teed up. Out of the hole to Brian Davis. And this time, Barry Brown's just going to let it go. I don't want any part of that. Let's bring it out to the 25-yard line. You get nonstop sports news, expert picks, and the biggest highlights on CBS Sports HQ, the free 24/7 sports news network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. And you can join Gary with the HQ guys after the game. Mark Stoops has not been happy since the opening kickoff.
Now, he goes, if I'm losing a timeout and a challenge, I get to still yell at you as much as I want.
So they start from the 25. Their first drive went 64 yards, almost 6 minutes and 11 plays, and they came up empty on a 4th down and a long yard. Let's see how the second offensive series goes for Will Levis. Has to throw in a hurry, completes it, and it's going to be a first down. Dane Key, one of the guys they really like, a freshman from right here in Lexington with a first down catch.
As you watch this, and this is what I suspect that Kentucky's going to have to do in this game, is do a little bit of everything. First down throws, keep that Georgia defense off balance.
Sideline warning against Georgia. That's the first warning of the game. It will not require a yardage penalty.
So Kirby's going to back him up. Scott Sinclair over there, the strength coach, is going to have to start grabbing people.
And just going back to how Kentucky, I think they need a little everything. They want to run the ball, they want to control the ball, but to move the ball against this elite Georgia defense, I think you got to get a little tempo, a little first down passing, and then mix in the run game.
And that first down pass did get them a first down. Now they go back to the ground on the inside and only maybe a half a yard for Chris Rodriguez.
You know, Ness, you mentioned that Kentucky, ran for over 200 yards against Vandy, but that's really not been the story of the season. Only twice they were over 200 yards all year for a Kentucky running team. But the other thing is, only twice were they more than 125 all year. Nothing in between. Really odd year for this Kentucky rushing team.
You saw that graphic. Georgia, it's been a long time since they've given up a first quarter touchdown. And Kentucky's only got a couple minutes to do something about changing that particular statistic. 2nd down and 9. 2 tight end set for the Cats. Quick throw. Levis tucked it in there somehow. It's a 1st down. He got it to the same guy, Dane Key. And they'll move it out to midfield.
I love your description, quick throw, because that's what he is. He's got a lightning quick release with an elite arm, and you saw how he beat that zone right there. That ball is in and out of his hand, and that's why so many people are saying that this guy could be a top 10 draft.
Yes. Dubas Johnson, I think, the linebacker for Georgia, who's pretty speedy in his own right, thought he was going to get a hand on that. That ball just arrived too fast.
Yeah, just like in basketball, though, you know, you can dribble the ball to a spot, but you can't get there. When you pass it, it's faster.
1st down from the 49. Rodriguez. What about 3? Jazz Chambliss and Robert Beal on the stop.
It'll hurry up. The Kentucky fans are going, what is this? Going fast like without a huddle.
Empty backfield. Levis on 2nd and 8. Trying to get it out to Brown, and Georgia's all over that. Yeah, Kamari Lassiter, open field tackle.
And that's Josh Gaddis that time, the tight end, the freshman tight end, does not get the block. Just beat by Lassiter. You're depending on your tight end to clear out that corner and make a positive play. That's Lassiter just making a better play than the tight end.
And it brings up a 3rd down and long now. Almost 12 to go.
And 3rd down and losses for Kentucky this year has been a nightmare. Let's see if they can get this going there. They had one early. Let's see if they can get another one.
They can wait to the 2nd quarter on this play if they choose, and that'll be a call. So a good quarter for Kentucky offensively, but they don't show anything for it on the scoreboard yet. Georgia only has a field goal. We played one in Lexington. Top-ranked Georgia in front by 3.
I'll remember that chapter of my life forever. We laughed. We cried. We protected that Progressive Home and Auto bundle day and night. We were all of us dazzling. Like knights sworn to protect our kingdom. We knew it wouldn't last forever, but that's what made it
I
special.
know we'll be back tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but it'll never be today again.
Just get on the bus, Lord.
The future is threatened by enemies often unseen and unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Ready, set, heading!
Devotion is a triumph.
It must be hard being the naval aviator. It's the toughest job there is.
Devotion is powerful, gripping, and inspiring.
Just remember you belong down here with us too, okay?
It's one of the best movies of the year. Pure entertainment. Devotion deserves to be seen on the biggest screen possible.
Show off. That was pretty good. It's good.
Devotion in theaters November 23rd. Rated PG-13.
A new NCIS Hawaii, Monday at 10/9 Central on CBS.
For too long, spicy fast food has been anything but. No more. Spice Nirvana awaits at Arby's. Just say, I'll have a Diablo sandwich and loaded fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's football season in Kentucky, and all fans know home field advantage can be the difference. For the first time in history, the Kentucky State Police are offering new troopers the opportunity to serve closer to home. There are openings available at every post location. By joining our team today, you, as a new trooper, can earn over $61,000 a year with guaranteed raises and a new and improved pension plan. Are you ready to kick off your career? Apply now at joinksp.com.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV. Nice Trailblazer. It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads. Get $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Today's aerial coverage, including these unique drone shots, brought to you by Goodyear at Kroger Field at the Home Depot. SEC on CBS enters the second quarter. Kentucky, their first drive was a good one, but they turned it over on a 4th and 1. Georgia's defense held. Georgia, a 13-play drive, had to settle for a field goal. That's where we are as we enter the second quarter. And now 3rd down and long for Will Levis and the Wildcats offense, just inside their own 48. Levis, pressure coming, down he goes, flags fly as well. And it was Michael Williams coming off the edge. Too much for Will Levis and company. Probably a holding call. No, it's not. Hands to the face.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 33, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They call it on Robert Beal. Take a look, it's right in front of you.
Yep, right there. Yep, good call. And by the way, hands to face call. Kentucky fans are familiar with it. Cost them a game.
That's right.
Had an interception against Vandy. Just like that.
It's just like that, they're in Georgia territory at the 37-yard line. Big play and a big mistake by Robert Beal. 2 tight ends and a 2 wide receiver set for Levis on first down. He'll keep it on the ground with Levis running as Gary called for, and he got it down to the 31.
So in all the games this year, the most yards in any game that Will Levis has gained is 7 yards. In 7 games, he was negative yards. Now, he's been sacked. I mean, this team has got 39 sacks, but it's still not featuring him in the running game because of how he opened. That toe has been a big problem for him. All week, he practices with a bad toe. It affects him, gets it numbed up to play, and it's really different to try to play when you don't practice and you're healthy in practice.
Now remember, he had almost 400 yards and 9 touchdowns on the ground last year.
It's 376, I think.
Yep. Rodriguez, first down run, tough one, backpedaling through Smile, London, and company.
But I think when we talked yesterday with Will, I felt he was committed to letting it go a little bit more in this football game. He's feeling as good as he can. I mean, this is a big football game. You could see him in pregame warm-ups. He was really trying to jack up his football team, and they've got an opportunity here. I mean, you know, Georgia's a great football team, but on the road in the SEC is always a challenge.
They worked it down to the 27. Remember that hands to the face penalty was a big chunk of this, and that came when he was being sacked. But so far, 5 out of 6 for 63 yards. First and 10, Wildcats. Chris Rodriguez. And again, a short game, as Gary said, he very seldom loses yardage. He said his favorite player growing up was Marshawn Lynch, and he runs a little bit like him. Second down and 8 as they break the huddle. Jordan Dingle, the freshman tight end, goes out of the slot. And then 3 receivers for Levis here. Just going to keep pounding it though, see what they can do. Only about a yard, and Jalen Carter says you're not going very far. Boy, this guy gets better every week.
Yeah, I really think he's going to be the first non-quarterback taken in the draft. And the NFL game is kind of coming around again where those defensive tackles, I mean, playing inside out in the NFL has become really, really big. Aaron Donald, I mean, you know, those type of guys that can change the game from the inside. He's that type of player.
And we've seen him go to the outside of the defensive end today effectively as well. You start being able to play both spots. That's special. Third down and 7, a big one here. Levis going to run with it. Will Levis got the first down. Diving forward. He lay down on that one, didn't slide. He knew he had to get the extra yard in midair, and he got it.
So think about it this time, and that looked like he tweaked his toe on that play. It's a bad left toe. He's been having to get it numbed all year to play, but remember, not practice. And when you talk to the coaching staff at Kentucky, they felt that he got into a lot of bad habits throwing in practice because he had pain on that foot, and he's coming out right now, isn't he?
They're taking a time to walk him to the sideline, and that would change the dynamic of this game immensely. Kaya Sharon is the backup quarterback and played in the South Carolina game when Levis was out for that week.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. You got that thing numbed up to play, and then you really try to accelerate one time, and as he slammed that left toe, and I don't know if that's it, but obviously coming out of the game for something.
Oh, red zone for the Wildcats, trying to take the lead, and the first snap, there's flags all over. Jeremy Flax, I think the right tackle is a guy with a false start.
Yeah, Levis wants back in the game, so that's good news
First down.
for the team in blue and the fans in blue.
That's for sure. Well, he was coming back.
Oh, so he has to stay out one play.
And that wasn't officially a play.
Right. And right now, if Mark Stoops is in the referee's ear and said, if I had all 3 timeouts.
So let's see if they just play it conservatively here on first down and 15 for Kaya Sharon.
Yeah, you might even consider, will you consider taking a timeout to get him back in the game on this first down play?
Yeah, they'll just keep it on the drive. Hope Rodriguez can get the 5 yards back. He got about 3 of it back. Stackhouse on the inside made the stop for Georgia, and now you hear the fans react as Will Levis gets back the Kentucky huddle.
I wouldn't consider it in the second half, but in the first half, as much as they've struggled in the red zone, not to have my quarterback for 1/3 or possibly however if they go for that fourth down, but a big first down play, I would have considered using one right there to get him back in the game.
Kentucky 31 of 39 in their red zone offense this year. They're there right now at the Georgia 18, second down and 12. With their star quarterback back in the shotgun. Rodriguez going to lose yardage here. We said it doesn't happen often. Georgia stops him. Maybe a 1-yard loss. Jenny?
Yeah, Levis came right over to the sideline. He immediately wanted to get back into the game, guys. There were no trainers that came over and chatted with him. He was just waiting for his turn to go back in.
So back he is and conducting a third down. Third down and 12. Remember, they picked up a third down and 11 on a penalty. So another long yardage. Fires and intercepted by Keely Ringo. And Ringo bringing it back the other way and still going. Keely Ringo, who won the national championship game against Alabama, has got it all the way back almost to midfield for the Dogs.
Yeah, I think there's a flag down on the play. It might come back, but Ringo again makes a great play. He did it against Tennessee last week. Brad told you he did it in the national championship game to ice that game for Georgia. But this time, Levis tries to stick it in between the safety and the corner. Doesn't get it.
Officials timeout. James Carter hasn't made a call yet, but Keely Ringo, part of the spike squad over there on the sideline.
Ringo right here. But notice, no one in the flat to hold him. Since there's no receiver for Kentucky to hold the corner, he can continue to drift with the wide receiver. If you don't hold those corners, they can get in on that throw when you're trying to stick it in between in that hole back there. And Ringo, beautiful play.
He's looked like a wide receiver the last 2 or 3 weeks. And then the run back came all the way out to the 47.
Illegal blocking it back, number 88 of the intercepting team. Followed half the distance. First down.
So you can forget the 47-yard line that I just said. They're going to bring it back. Jalen Carter called with a block in the back, trying to help his teammate on the return. So we'll have to wait and see where they spot it. And for Will Levis, costly interception. His 10th of the year.
Introducing IHG One Rewards. 17 hotel brands, 6,000 global destinations. One loyalty program that lets you guest how you guest.
When disaster strikes, what really matters? It's not walls, pipes, or sheetrock. It's not rugs or furniture. What matters most is getting you back on your feet. And you deserve a company that knows what matters. Belfour, restoring more than property.
The world used to be unsearchable. Then came Google. Our body's rhythm used to be invisible. Then came Fitbit. What if the two forces joined together? What if you were more in tune with your body and with the world around you? What if Fitbit transformed the way we live? Again, Fitbit by Google.
The Eagles clash with the Colts. Get gritty and mid for a showdown between the Cowboys and Vikings. The NFL is on CBS.
A new NCIS, Monday.